What's good, people? Welcome back to another live match review on the Hotspur News channel. And last night, we witnessed us defeat Marseille by 2 goals to 0, thanks to a Richarlison double late on in the game as well. I thought the performance was pretty poor overall. Once again, not the best of performances, but listen, 3 points is all that matters, and we're up and running in the Champions League group stage after 2.5 seasons of not being in the top competition in Europe. We're finally back, and as Ramsdale would say, we're back, baby. So. 2-0 win against Marseille, another clean sheet. Richarlison proving to be a top signing so far. We're going to go through the game, break it down bit by bit. Look at the most controversial moments. Look at the best moments of the game. To be honest, the game was pretty poor. To be honest, there isn't much to talk about in terms of excitement, but we're still going to go through it as well as the player ratings. I'll tell you what. I think if Marseille didn't get that red card, I don't think we would have won. I think it would have ended a boring 0-0 because both teams were good defensively, but poor going forward. And I saw that in the first half particularly. I thought first 10 minutes we looked okay. It was just the final pass that weren't coming off. But then after like 20 minutes or so, Marseille just controlled possession. But thankfully, Marseille aren't Frankfurt or Sporting Lisbon, so Marseille didn't do much with the ball. I think Lisbon away, which is our next game next Tuesday, 5:45, I think, away from home. That'll be a much tougher game. Obviously, Lisbon beat Frankfurt 3-0 away from home last night as well. So they're a good side. Frankfurt were poor defensively, but still, Sporting Lisbon looked good, although I only watched half an hour of that game. Obviously, it's the Champions League. Obviously, you can't underestimate any team. Marseille were unbeaten going into the game as well. I think they won 5, drew 1. We had 4 wins and 2 draws. So both teams were unbeaten, so it was a pretty good matchup. But I don't think the turning point was the red card because, to be honest, I was a bit worried when they went down to 10 men because if I remember correctly, when Southampton went down to 10 men, when we drew them 1-1 at St Mary's last season, it was actually harder to score, because their defenders, pretty much all their players technically, were just camped inside their own box, and it was really annoying, really frustrating to score. But to us, I think the turning point was when Kulusevski came on. I think he gave us a much bigger attacking presence, and I think we started to play much better football when Kulusevski came on the pitch. And we finally got the breakthrough through Richarlison. Ivan Perisic, what a crosser of the ball he is! He may be 33 years old, but I never doubted this signing. To us, Perisic was a free transfer, so it's a no-brainer, right? And Richarlison double, 2 fantastic headers as well, and 2 great crosses from Perisic and Højbjerg. And Richarlison, proven to be a fantastic signing so far. I was a bit, I had no doubt he'd do well for us. It was just the price tag. 50-60 million pound is a bit too much for someone who was at Everton. He was ripping up at Everton, but the main concern was will he be able to do the same thing at Spurs? And so far he is. I thought he was a good player at Everton. I just thought he was a bit overrated. I just thought Richarlison was a bit overrated at the time. And I'm pretty sure so did the rival fans as well. And I can't lie, I did hate Richarlison when he was at Everton as well, the way he was such a shithouse. But listen, he's one of us now, and I love him to bits, because obviously Spurs, there's a lot of games this season: Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, the league. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. So yes, there's every chance we can go far in the Carabao Cup. We can go far in the FA Cup. Champions League, I don't think we're going to go that far. Maybe quarterfinals, unless we get a tough round of 16 draw, maybe. But it is what it is. I don't think we've got the depth or the quality yet to go as far as the semis or maybe even the final, like we did a few years ago under Pochettino. But no, listen, I think we can do well in the Champions League, not just that well. I think we'll go quarterfinals max, I reckon, and then we'll get drawn against Bayern Munich or some really good side. But anyways, back to the game. We're going to take you through the player ratings right now. Just before we get into player ratings, this was the Spurs side that played last night. So we made one change from our 2-1 win against Fulham. Perisic came in for Richarlison, who I thought had a pretty poor game against Fulham. I'm not going to lie. His final pass weren't great. It wasn't great against Forest when he came on the pitch either. But listen, it's a squad game. Perisic has to come in at some point. And you know what? I'm glad Conte is switching the team every now and then because obviously Kane, Son, they can't play every game. Bentancur can't play every game. That's why Skip's back. Obviously, Longley, once again, I thought he was solid last night. Was solid against Fulham as well. So it's a no-brainer to keep him in there. No-brainer to keep him in there. What's the point of changing a winning formula? But yeah, that was the team. So player ratings, Hugo Lloris. I'm going to give him. Actually, I've got the player ratings on my phone here because I put them up on the Instagram earlier. What did I put for Hugo? All right, for Lloris, I put 6 out of 10. Now, it was just like with Lloris, like he made a good save from Guendouzi end of the first half, but it was a save he should be making. Had nothing else to do, but it was just a couple of decisions were so stupid. Like for example, in the first half, and this is when we were panicking and Marseille were in control of possession. When the ball's up high, it's just Emerson Royale in front of him. I'd say the closest Marseille player to him is about 10, 15 yards away, and he still punches it in the air. Like he did that a couple of times last night. Panicked a bit, Hugo Lloris. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Made a routine save from Guendouzi. Had nothing else to do really. So I think 6 out of 10 is the right score. Moving on to the defenders, starting with Emerson Royale. I thought he was one of our better players last night. I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. In the first half in particular, defensively, he was magnificent. A couple of his crosses, once again, were poor. Like I've said this about Emerson for time. He does everything right until the cross, but I think, so far this season, he's been pretty good so far, and fans are scapegoating him for no reason, and I don't understand why. But yeah, Emerson Royale, 7.5 out of 10. And yeah, especially that tackle in the first half that got us a goal kick out of it as well, by the way. That was a fantastic challenge from him and kind of saved Romero, really, to be honest with you. So yeah, Emerson Royale, 7.5 out of 10, had a solid game last night. Christian Romero, I'll give him a 7. Wasn't his best game last night, made a couple of errors, but still made a couple of good challenges as well. As I said, Marseille didn't really threat us that much in terms of goal scoring opportunities. So Romero, 7 out of 10, didn't do much wrong. Made one small mistake in which Emerson made up for in the first half. But yeah, Romero gets a 7 out of 10. Eric Dyer, I'm going to give him a 6.5. This is because a couple misplaced passes. Like, I'm giving the same for Longley as well. Like, both were sound defensively, but when we were trying to come forward, both Dyer and Longley made a couple of sloppy passes into the midfield, and we just gave back possession to Marseille. So yeah, both get 6.5s. Both were fine defensively, had no issue. But yeah, just the passing was a bit off with them two last night. But both still had a solid game at the back. Ivan Perisic, I'm going to give him a 7.5 as well, same as Emerson Royale. Got the assist for the first Richarlison goal. Apparently on his weak foot. Like, let's be real, Perisic has 2 feet. Like his crossing is fantastic and proven to be a good signing so far. Although we got him on a free. 7.5 out of 10 for Ivan Perisic. Højbjerg and Bentancur, I'm giving them both 7s out of 10. I thought in the midfield once again we got overrun a little bit. Maybe it's because Marseille are playing it. Maybe it's because Marseille, I think they played 3 in the middle. I'm not entirely sure. But midfield, in the first half in particular, we did get a little bit overrun. So obviously Højbjerg, good ball for the second Richarlison goal. Both players improved second half as well, to be honest with you. So yeah, both of them get 7s. Richarlison, 9 out of 10. I thought first half he was pretty quiet. He had a couple good moments, a couple good flicks. But yeah, 2 fantastic headers in the second half. And yeah, man of the match, and rightly so. Got his brace. And yeah, great start from at Spurs, 9 out of 10. Son and Kane, I'm giving both 5s. I mean, Son, to be honest, in my opinion, for Man City, it should be Kulusevski, Richarlison, Kane. If Son's going to pick up his form, he needs to be rested. Obviously, there's a lot of games. As soon as Kulusevski comes on last night, he was very good. He changed our attacking presence. He improved our attacking presence, shall we say that? And yeah, Son just isn't cutting it at the moment. I can understand, to be honest, I wasn't expecting to have the best of starts because, especially this season after winning a golden boot, there's pressure. There's pressure for you to score. Son's a goal scorer and he's usually very good for us. So it happens. But there's been a couple of times when he's bottled out of challenges, and that's what I don't like about him at the moment. So Harry Kane, I'm giving him a 5 as well. Improved second half, but first half, his first touch was so poor. To be honest, his first touch was poor throughout the whole game. His first touch is never like that, to be honest with you. His passes weren't coming off as much as they should have been. So yeah, Son and Kane, both 5 out of 10. Pretty disappointing performances from them, but it is what it is. So yeah, those are player ratings. And we've got Manchester City next week. And by the way, I've heard about the whole Haaland and Kane situation. I've seen quite a few people comparing Haaland and Kane already, saying Haaland's better. In my opinion, yeah, listen to this. Haaland has got the potential to overtake Kane as the best striker in the world. Do I think he can do it? Yes, of course he can do it. He's still young. I think he's 22 years old now. So he's still young, got 10 goals in 6 games for City. But to be honest, it's been 6 games already. Well, 7 games. Haaland got a brace against Sevilla. a couple of nights ago in the Champions League. So he's doing well for City already. He's got 12 goals for Man City in 7 games. That's very good. But Kane, for now, is still the best striker in the league because Kane is a better all-round striker. Put Kane or Ronaldo or whoever in that Man City team, because let's be real, we haven't got a proper creative midfielder. Bissouma's a box-to-box. Højbjerg's too defensive. To be honest, Højbjerg can deliver a good pass sometimes, but he's not creative whatsoever. Bentancur's a box-to-box. He's more direct with the ball, but he's still a kind of box-to-box midfielder. So let's be real, we haven't, since Eriksen's gone, we haven't got a creative midfielder, someone who can properly feed Kane as much as he should be doing, like when Eriksen was here. When you've got Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva and Riyad Mahrez and Phil Foden and Jack Grealish and all these fantastic players surrounding you, it's guaranteed Haaland's going to score goals. Like, put Kane in that City side, he gets similar, if not better, stats than Haaland in those first 6 games. Like, let's be real. Like, do I think Haaland is going to be better than Kane in the future? Possibly. Like, he's got the potential. He's tall, physical, quick. He's got a powerful shot, and his hold-up play is good as well. But for now, Kane is still the best striker in the league because Kane is specifically a better all-round striker. He's a better passer of the ball. In my opinion, Kane is still a better shooter. I think Haaland's got a more powerful shot, but Kane is a better shooter of the ball, better passer. I think the attributes Haaland has over Kane is his physicality and his hold-up play. But overall, I think Kane's still a better all-round striker. So do I think Haaland can catch up to Kane as the best striker in the league? 100%. Like, I do think he's going to win the Golden Boot, but that's obvious when you've got Kevin De Bruyne assisting you. Put Kane in that City side and he gets similar stats. It's as simple as that. So, I mean, we'll find out at the end of the season how many goals both of them get. By the way, congratulations to Antonio Conte for being nominated for Manager of the Month. I hope he don't win it, by the way, because of what happened last time with Nuno. He got Manager of the Month for August. So please vote for Mikel Arteta, people. Lloris has also been nominated for Save of the Month for his save against James Charles against Chelsea. And Kane hasn't been nominated for Player of the Month. Bit of a weird one because he's got 5 goals and 2 assists, or 5 goals and 1 assist in 6 games. That's still very good. So I'm not sure about that. But listen, it is what it is. We've got Man City on Saturday night. Just go for it, man. Like, if we lose, we lose. Like, they're the champions. They're the team to beat right now. Obviously, Haaland up top is going to be a challenge to deal with, but it is what it is. For some reason, we always get a good result against City, and we always give them a good game. So hopefully we get a draw or a win. Who knows? But thank you guys for watching this quick match review, and I'll see you guys for the watch along against City on Saturday. Thank you guys for watching, and see you later.